I want to hear it one more time because your mic was off. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying that, you know, it's great being with y'all because you guys have a you know, energy that really ignites people's spirits, and I think that's really important.
Oh man,
appreciate that, bro.
Hand claps for that, man. I appreciate that.
Hand claps.
Let's play a little of this.
Hey,
can we just go there a little bit? So, how do you think I did on the creative tip?
That was fire, bro.
Wait, I want to hear Joe. I want to hear Joseph's point of view.
It was a creative tip.
Yeah, you guys have amazing creative tips. I mean, it's
for real?
Yeah,
oh man, that's good coming from a man.
I would have corrected y'all. You know,
yeah,
I would have been like, yo, you guys a little.
I felt like I was getting graded. You were
like,
back there with your clipboard and your pencil. He was licking the tip of the lead pencil.
Somehow I felt like he was
the lead pencil. He was.
He had a fountain pen.
I was over there brushing my hair.
He was brushing his hair and
he said, "What is it? That's a fountain pen."
Felt like I was getting graded, man. What do you think? B minus, B plus, or
B minus or B plus?
Where are we on the scale?
You even get an A at least.
You know, you guys are my favorite podcast for a reason.
Man, that's humbling, brother.
Definitely because you guys are well rounded in what you guys are doing, like with the creative tips and, you know, with spirituality, but also being practical and also like really pulling all this together. I mean, most podcasts, they only focus on that. Wow, I got real Italian right there.
You know why?
Some of these brands loves to meet the boss.
I like that though, because it's like your mind clicked to like competitive. Yeah. And then you were like, you know, I'm gonna
put you to swim with the fish.
Basically, all the other podcasters, we got Joseph.
All the podcasters don't measure up. You need some more marinara.
Yo, fire!
You guys are a bunch of noodles.
Fire, That's what it is, man.
Nah, but for real though,
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, no, it's great. You guys are really well rounded. And then like, you know, just even from being on the outside, you guys really make me feel like I'm right there.
That's dope,
you
man.
know, and that's what really hooked me in. Was one day I was, you know, when I first saw your podcast, I was like, am I sitting at the table with them right now?
Yeah, that's fire.
See, that's what we always wanted too.
Facts.
We always talked about that. When we started talking about the show, we always said, yo, I want to create a show that allows people to feel like they're here with us and that they chill with us, almost like an extended fellowship.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you fellowshipping with us. And that's how we always look at it. When we talk about this show outside, we always say, yo, I love fellowshipping with you, bro.
Right.
Sometimes we don't even mention the show. Like the show's like an afterthought. Like, yo, it's so dope fellowshipping with you, bro.
Facts.
And that's what we do. Yeah. So anytime we bring people or those of you that are watching, like, yo, you fellowshipping with us. Like, you with us.
Facts.
You know, when you hear us talking, when you hear us like discussing this stuff, like this is literally what we do. We just decided to put it on camera.
Yeah.
Like this is us. Like legit. Like there's no saving face. This is not some kind of like, you know, Mario, are you using your pod voice?
Are you podding, Mario?
Are you using the pod voice right now?
But you guys are hella professional in your approach and stuff too, though.
It,
like that's what was great about it. It's like, you know, you guys are doing something really professional. You're well rounded in what you guys discuss and well rounded in the way that you guys kind of conduct yourselves, right?
I appreciate
like
it.
there is that level of like, hey, you know, we chilling, but there's also that level of like, yo, this is a real professional thing.
We appreciate it. That's humbling to hear, you know, especially because when we started this thing, it was not like this.
No, not at all.
So if you're a new watcher or a new listener to the podcast, like, you know, we didn't always sound like this or the show didn't look like this. There was a time when we were filming on an action cam.
Facts.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was a time where we were filming with cell phones. Like, you know, like it's whatever you have, you know, and you make it work. When you have a passion, you want to do something, or you fall in love with this, because, and I say that last part, when you fall in love with something, because this was never the plan.
Right.
Like
never, dude.
We were growing up like, man, I can't wait for one day to record this show and air it on the platform.
No. Yeah.
Like, you know, put it this way, even broadcasting wasn't even in our thoughts.
Nope.
Like,
wow.
In any way, shape, or form. We were just artists, and that's it. And podcasts is becoming more popular. We're listening to podcasts. We're like,
bring back
this would be
Gary says,
cool.
bring back the recliners.
Bring back the recliners. See, that right there, that is an old listener. Because we had the recliners at one point. And the reason why we got rid of those is because my back was
all because of your back.
Because I had to like hunch over to get close to the mic.
Yeah,
so it was strictly back strength the whole hour and a half.
Yep.
See, now if I get tired, I can kind of scooch up and my back gets to rest on the seat, a little bit, gets a couple minutes of rest. I didn't have that with the sofa, so I'm sorry.
Gary actually has a question
my back
too.
Killing me.
He says, did you guys see Justin Peters talking about not playing Hillsong and Bethel in churches? If so, what are your thoughts?